Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It feels good to be back. How's everybody doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, I didn't get the stream scheduled until this morning, so I didn't even get back into town until late yesterday, so it's just been go, 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 go. Hey, Max, Tony, I am Wally. How's it going, guys? All right. How was it last week? How did everybody do? Hopefully you all did well. I really didn't pay too much attention to what was going on or the charts or anything. Let's see here. Morning, David. Morning, John. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we drove out to Missouri. Long drive. We didn't look up flights and stuff. We took a while to look up flights, and I found out flying to the Midwest is pretty expensive to be. Actually, we even looked for connecting flights, looked for flights around big towns, and I guess it's just what I found is there's not a lot of flight paths out that direction, so yeah, it sucked. And then not to mention, it's not just me flying and my son, it's like our whole family, so yeah. Morning, Greasy. Shadow, what's up? Good morning. So let's dive into the charts here. I did notice I hadn't looked at the monthly chart in a while, but I did want to point out, since we are coming down, we do have a monthly fair value gap in here. So I did mark that just in case if we do keep coming down. I wanted to note that, but on the weekly, man, look at the last couple weeks here. Look at all these gaps, these imbalances here. Man, that's just crazy. These last few weeks have been pretty ugly. So yeah, that's really all I have there. But the daily chart, we finally, looks like we're making our way down a bit the last few days, last week. I do have this daily fair value gap here. Which this imbalance right in here, fair value gap here. So I have that marked, and I do see we came back down into this wick, and we did pull back up here into the fair value gap. It looks like this day we hit the low, then this day we hit the midpoint, and then we rebalanced it and then dropped, took out these lows. However, I don't see any displacement in here. There's no displacement in this drop. And if you're wondering what these quadrants are down here, the next low that I had, let me scoot this over. There we go. This is the next low that I had to the right, which was right here. So I noticed we have this long wick, so I marked that into 4 quadrants. And I wanted to see if we keep going down, how we're going to react in those quadrants. So that's what those are. Then the 4-hour chart. This morning, a Fed speaker was talking, so we had this big shoot up, basically. And we did have this fair value gap right there on the 4-hour we reached up into. The 1 hour, basically we have this BISI here with that shot up. We took out all buy-side liquidity in here. Took out previous day high. We were already below previous day low. So basically now I want to see if we're going to come back down into this fair value gap or not. Then on the 15-minute, what I'm looking at, I do have way over here to the left. These are relative equal highs. We have 2 wicks right here at the exact same price point, pushed down, came right back up 1 tick lower than these, and then dropped. So I am looking at that in case we do keep going up, since we have this long wick all the way up here. So right now, this can be my minor buy side is this high. Then that buy side I just showed you right here, 916.75. Of course, we made a big 15-minute fair value gap there, so we're pulling down into it. I want to see if we're going to try to come down and rebalance this, or if we're going to stay high and just keep going up. I don't really have anything to the sell side, so it's going to be interesting. We do have this big new week opening gap here as well. So basically, yeah, I want to see, are we going to, try to make our way back in here and rebalance this big Fed speaking gap, get into this new week opening gap, or we still have London low that we never went through, or are we going to reach down in and then basically make our way up to those relative equal highs I had? Nothing right now at the moment is like screaming at me of like, hey, we have to go there. So I'm just going to kind of let it play out and see what happens here. Nothing really obvious. Oh, and I have this swing low here from a minor sell side. So I'm watching this for a minor sell side, minor buy side, and then from there, we'll see what the market wants to do. The market is open now, so let me go to the 1 minute here and check the opening range gap, which I know we're going to have. We opened there, closed there, opening range gap. It's about 145. Yeah, it's a few hundred points there. So we'll see if we make it back down to the midpoint or not. And just kind of watch and be patient. I hadn't been here for a week, so I want to make sure you get back into the swing of things. And, yeah, see if we can have a good day today. And I may have to just while I'm on stream here, just want to point out, I do have some people at the house doing some work. So in case if I have to run over to answer a question or something, just kind of fair warning there. Might have to. Oh, my it's cracky. So I wonder if it's too loud. Yeah, painters. Here, let me adjust it a little bit. Yeah, because it's going into the red, it looks like on my... Hold on. How about that? Does that sound a little better? Let's see if that sounds a little better. I think maybe my volume thing was turned up too much. I'm having such problems with my volume on my mic. Sounds better? Okay. Like, I want it to be louder, but I don't want it to be cracky. So I need to figure that out. I need to play with it a little more. But yeah, it was basketball. As y'all know, we had our national tournament. It basically is exactly like March Madness if you follow college basketball. And we made it to the national championship game and fell short, lost by 3 points. So we came in second in the nation. I mean, it was a great, further than anybody really expected us. Last year we went into the Elite Eight and lost the way they have it is you have, just like March Madness, you have 4 pools, right? So you have 4 pools, 16 teams in each pool, and basically, if you win your pool, you get what's called a gold ball. So you become a gold ball winner. So that's like the first biggest goal is you want to be a gold ball winner. From there, if you win that game, you go to the Final Four. Then obviously you want to go to the national championship game. So last year we got to the gold ball championship game and we lost that game. So it was like, dang. So this year we won that game. So that was a big, big win for us. And then we made it to the Final Four. We won that game, made it to the national championship, and it sucks because the team we played were better than. We already beat them at our regional tournament. We're better than them. We lost the game. We couldn't make a basket. Like, man, we didn't have our best game that game. And I mean, and they had a game, but at the same time, it's one of those things that like everything that could go their way went their way. Everything that didn't go, like just anything that would go against us went against us. One of those things. It just happens. But they were the clear-cut winner, and it was a tough one. It was a tough one. But we're coming back next year. I didn't see any other news today. Looks like, I mean, there are some things going on for the week, but just want to make sure and remain a little patient today. Yeah, I mean, that big gap, this gap up this morning, that may have caused a little bit of problem that the market wasn't expecting. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to measure out this dealing range. Equilibrium is just, let's see, if I take just this move here and go here, my equilibrium lines up with the midpoint of that opening range gap there. So we'll see if we're going to come back down to there or not. How did everybody do last week? How was the markets? I glanced every now and then when I could, but I really didn't get much. Oh, is that what it was? Trump released news? I didn't see that. I just saw a Fed speaker talking. Ah, yeah. Deal with Iran could be 5 days or sooner. I do see that now. Now that the financial juice, I got it working again in my Discord feed. I need to keep that up. Green week traded Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Nice, Chris. Good job. Yeah, there's so much stuff going on overseas. It's insane. And then you see so many reports too, and like wonder what's true, what's not true. The biggest one going around right now is this whole speculation on the power grids. Have y'all seen that? Seen a lot of people talk about stock up, you know, get cash, do all that. That power grids are going to get hit. But the one that I'm seeing, I know, right, Max? The ones that I'm seeing is them talking about some internet lines that's under the sea. Have y'all heard that? Have y'all seen that? That those are going to get cut and like 95% of the world's going to lose internet and power. But I've seen that debunked already, so. But you just get so many things like that come up on social media. Billions of dollars for war, not enough to pay TSA. Yeah. It's funny how they find money for certain things. Submitted paid timesheets. Yeah, I got some guys replacing the siding on my house. Been needing that for a while. I got some wood siding that's been. My house is brick and wood, and all the wood's been like rotten in places. It's time to get it all replaced. Kind of looking at. Let's look after 9 a.m. and see. Here's 9 a.m. Nothing really I'm looking at that. I'm like, yeah, we should. I mean, we have this little bit of smoothness here, but that wasn't really like maybe this could be minor sell side right here. But I don't really see that as anything. I think right now the market's just kind of like trying to figure out where to go from that big old move up. I mean, that was 904. I mean, geez, that's 800 points up in a few minutes. Uh-oh. We're getting news from Trump. I don't know if it's where it's coming from, if he's tweeting or what. I mean, it might, Shadow. I won't expect it to fill, but it might. We do have the, I would be cautious going long until we completely show that we're not going to, like, because we have the midpoint of this opening range gap right here still. And that's actually right along the side, the midpoint of Friday's range. And that's equilibrium of that big old move up. So until it like really shows that it's not going to come down here to this like 320 area, I mean, that's 200 over 200 points away. But until it really shows me that it does not want to go down there, then I may, because I'm kind of neutral right now. Like, I'm not. I think the buy side that I showed earlier is more attractive, but like in the grand scheme of things, but that doesn't mean it needs to go there today or even this morning. I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta check on these guys out here. 1 second. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Looks like nothing happened. I have, the funny thing is I had to check on the guys doing the work on the house, and I go outside, and my neighbors are out front, and my wife's out there talking, and I'm like, they're like, you're never going to believe this, but we're doing the exact same thing you're doing. My next door neighbor's getting his siding replaced as well, and I'm like, okay, that's funny. Both doing the exact same thing at the same day. And then he's like, yeah, as soon as this is done, we're getting our roof replaced. I'm like, it's literally exactly the same thing I'm doing. So, that'll be interesting. What time is it? It is about to be 9:50. So let's see. Hopefully we don't have a stagnant day and we do nothing and that one big old jump ruined everything. All right, all right. Let's see if Trump is still. Oh yeah, jeez. He's somewhere. Do y'all know where he's talking, or is he just tweeting, or what? Look at that, man. It must be tweeting. I don't know. I don't know if he's talking to somebody or what. Yeah, I'm not liking too much right now. Trump is on a roll. Y'all seeing this? You'd like to see price push up to 644 previous day's close, then from there drop to the downside with bearish pressure. 664. Hey, look, I just noticed you making me look to my left right there around previous day high. Where'd it go? Right here. I have a... Look at all these volume imbalances in here. Volume balance, volume balance, volume balance. Might not mean anything. Yeah, he sure could, Will. Man. I wish I knew where he was talking. Or what he's doing. If he's just tweeting. He can't be tweeting. That's too much. I don't think he could tweet that fast. That's too fast. Too many headlines here. He must be talking somewhere. And they're just posting his posting these lines. Let's see. Let's see. Where are you, Trump? Live, live, live.
The latest on the war with Iran and President Trump's.
I'm seeing some like news outlets talking about what he's saying, but I don't see anything live. Okay, that makes sense, Greasy. Yeah, being a market maker, market manipulator must be fun. Yeah. Being his son or whoever ready to hit buy after the market moves. I mean, we know there's insider trading. It's like, okay, don't buy yet. Buy in 30 minutes. Sell in an hour after I say whatever I'm going to say. Well, about to be 10 a.m. I think really until he stops saying anything, then probably not much is going to happen here. Still coming out with stuff. Still saying stuff. I'm doing like a hardy plank siding. We're changing up the color scheme too, so should be nice. Should be nice. Just live in a regular mid suburb, so it's nothing extravagant. My house is a little over only a little over 2,000 square foot, 2-story house, brick and wood. So it's just been time. It was built in 1990, so it's been time that it just needs some things. We remodeled the interior a few years back, but the outside has, it's always been fine. So it's like, okay, but now it's getting time. So update it a little bit, put some new siding, new roof. Should be nice. I have a wooden deck. Like the whole back of the house basically has like a wooden patio with like an awning. And it's been nice. But they're demoing that too because I'm going to pour concrete that goes across the whole back of the house from side to side and put a brand new awning back there. So should be nice. See how it goes. I hate having an HOA though, because you can only do certain colors. Yeah, I hate HOA with a passion. So when we were thinking about moving, I was like, yeah, I want to buy like a little piece of. There's some where I live. There's a lot of subdivisions, but there's a lot of little areas with like half-acre lots or whatever, acre lots. I was like, I would love to just buy like a lot. It's not far from me, and then build on it. But just then we're looking at moving different places. But of course, we went to somewhere else that was already built. They all have HOAs, and those little lot areas, they don't have an HOA. But it just didn't really make the most sense right now. So we figured we'll just stay where we are, do some updating, do some stuff like that, and it just. HOA gives you like a list of colors you could choose, like specific brands. Like we can only use 2 brands. It's like Sherwin-Williams and Monarch. Are they 2 brands and these like 10 specific colors? Like, we didn't want anything crazy anyways, but just sucks that the shade, like you can't even pick your shade. It has to be the specific paint color, specific blend. Nightbot blue. Yeah. Well, it's a bit of a boring first day back on stream, but I was playing around this past weekend and week, like when I got a chance to play around with. I was watching some videos and also with this Claude bot. Man, there's a lot of things with AI going on that you can do, and I'm just falling in love with all of the possibilities. And I'm just looking at a bunch of different things, like just having. It sounds stupid, but having conversations with AI, like. There's so many things that you could think, like, because I'm always constantly thinking of stuff like just business ideas, investing ideas, like different things. And I'm always thinking. And it's like I'll just think of something. That's a pretty good idea. And then I'll do a little bit of research or whatever. And, might go somewhere, might not. But when you like think out loud in a conversation with AI, like I was doing that a lot with ChatGPT, but this Claude bot is something else. Like, and then I started watching a bunch of different videos with it, and I'm like, holy crap! Like, there's some real opportunities that you can like brainstorm and come up with if you just kind of open your mind to it. I don't know. Nothing's really come out of it yet, but just very interesting stuff. Trump, stop tweeting. Man. There's really no big news this week either. Like, let's see. What did I see? This week we have tomorrow we do have a little bit of red folder news. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, nothing. Just some Fed members in the afternoon. Friday, really nothing. Just revised consumer sentiment. Couple Fed members. That's it. Then next week is where we have our big news. Big news week next week, but nice. You're messing with it this weekend too? So is it messaging for one of your profiles, Chris? Because I see both your profiles commenting. Did Claudebot take over Chris the FTF guy? I made a meme of Vanilla Ice working at TSA last night. Nice, Corey. Vanilla Ice is a man of many hats. I saw he was doing some real estate flipping on one of those shows. I forgot what it was. Now he's working TSA. Hey, pretty cool. Man, he's still tweeting. I think like what he's saying here is just I don't know. Cuz he's saying will be very serious form of regime change. The price will drop like a rock once there is a deal. Oh, it says Trump ends remarks to reporters. Okay, so he's done. But then he's also 15 points of agreement so far with Iran, including Iran won't have a nuclear weapon. Like all these are speculation. Like I get like you're saying what you want, but probably none of that's going to happen. I don't know, or very, very few points of it. U.S. would take Iran's uranium deal or uranium if reached. Like, I don't know. You think they're going to really give up their uranium? I'm just saying, like all that to me, yeah, it's meaningless. Like I get it. You're trying to, I don't know what it's accomplishing. Having those remarks, like right, like if all that happened, great. But we know, I don't know. Maybe that's just I guess part of war. The art of war, is that what's going on? I don't know. All right, let's see if we get some movement now. 1021. Come on, 1021. feel like that little meme right now, that little guy with the stick saying, "Come on, do something." Do something, NQ. Barron Trump is 20 years old. Time to enlist. Yeah, right. We know that ain't happening. I've been seeing, again, more stuff about, like, you never know what's true, but like drafts, like them having a draft and stuff like that. And I don't know that we'd ever have a draft again. All right, market, find your footing. Let's go. What are we doing here? Oh, wow. Yeah, Shadow. Everybody be running out on the battlefield with their selfie sticks. Hey, good morning, Richard. Live from the battlefield. Yeah. Make sure and like and sub to this. Taking you live on the battlefield. It's just funny to me, like yeah, I'm on YouTube and I post on Facebook and stuff like that, but like it's on purpose, right? So like you see people, I don't understand, like kids too. They reply to messages with just a selfie of them face, like doing like a weird picture. And I don't get it. Like, I know it's a thing, like it's everybody does it, but they're like, I don't know, they'll just send a picture of them like looking at the camera. I'm like, what are you doing? It's just how they are now. Trading from the trenches. I'm not an influencer. Trading from the trenches. That's funny. Yeah. I don't know that much is going to happen today, y'all. Let's go back and look at this 15-minute chart. Pulled back into here. Kind of just, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Today is one of them days where I don't see anything right now that I love, so just a streamer. That's it. So something random here on our drive to Missouri. It's like a 10-hour drive. So we split it in half, but my wife, she heard from somebody that, because I like to listen to like podcasts, audiobooks, different things like that. But the stuff I listen to would like literally put everybody else in the car to sleep. So I don't want to bore them to death and make it miserable. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. We'll listen to whatever. And she found some people saying to listen to, like, they have audio movies, basically. And I was kind of like, I don't know. It's like an audio story movie with like a cinematic, immersive sound experience. I don't know if y'all have ever listened to that or done any of that. And really, I would never listen to those ever, except for, I guess, on a long ride. So I was like, you know what, let's look up something interesting. And like kind of like a thriller type thing. And they have, it's literally like you're listening to a movie. They have all the sounds and creaking and stuff. And I didn't know what to expect. But we played some, and we played one, and it's actually really good. I was like, dang. Because I have a really, like, deep imagination. I played a lot of video games, so it sounds like a video game. Literally sounded like I was listening to a video game. It's actually kind of cool. I was like, that'd be really cool to, if they made a movie out of this, I'd watch the movie for sure. Or a video game or something. And I don't know. Just kind of random. I just thought of it right now. It's very interesting. Very interesting. One of the ones we listened to is called The Left-Right Game. And it was actually really interesting. I was like, you know, if they made a movie, so come to find out, Amazon picked up, is making a movie out of it. Or I don't know if it's going to be a series or a movie or what. So, random thought while nothing's happening right now. Yeah, oil has some volatility. What is happening? I looked earlier before the market opened, and I saw all the markets were down except for oil. That was like early this morning. Or maybe it was late last night. One or the other. Yeah. Oil. Oh, wow. Oil is down almost 10%. CL. With NQ being the way, I know I say what I say about like sticking to NQ all the time. This, I think, is the first time for me that NQ has been not so great for so long. Usually it'll be like 3 or 4 or 2 or 3 weeks maybe of like, we're in this ugly range and it's not very good. And then it'll, you know, give me a few weeks of really nice stuff. Then it'll go like 1 or 2 weeks not too good. It feels like it's been like this entire year, for the most part, it's been like up until March, I was doing pretty good, but still a lot of up and downs. Hasn't been great for me. So it has made me think, like, should I be looking at a more volatile market? I don't know. Am I too narrow-minded by just saying I'm only sticking to NQ regardless? I don't know. I've thought about it. I've thought about it. No, before I got into futures, I did try to trade stocks. And I guess, I don't know. I guess for me too, because it's one company, I feel like there's a lot of different things that can make it. I feel like fundamentals play such a more role in stocks than it does for futures. Never been opposed to it, but then, you know, I was trading it, and then I came across futures, and then I learned about prop firms, and I was like, well, prop firms are, I think I've seen recently that there is a prop firm that allows you to trade stocks, but, you know, y'all know, for the most part, it's just futures and Forex. I've just never really, I guess, had a reason to go to Forex, but yeah. Nothing really against stocks. I just never really got into it, I guess. And I know there's not really much leverage there unless you use options. Yeah, I could see that for oil. Maverick. Okay, I have heard of Maverick. So they do stocks and options. Actually, I think Maverick. Let me see. What did I hear? Is that the one? There's been a guy, a prop firm owner, recently, like making a lot of content bashing ICT, and it's pretty obvious he's engagement farming, but I don't know if that's the Maverick guy. I don't remember. There's somebody, and I was like, who is this prop firm? He owns a prop firm. What prop firm is that? And then I saw the prop firm. I'm like, Prop Shop Trader also does stocks now as well as swing accounts for futures. Interesting. Every forex broker has a different price for the same financial instrument. Yeah, that was a reason when after I was already trading futures that I decided not to go to forex as well, because I know forex can be easily manipulated by the brokers. I mean, stocks aren't bad. The thing I do like with stocks, though, is that if you do, like, for example, buy a stock for a company that you actually like, you know, you don't lose until you sell, really. So if it's like, I'm going shooting for 10%, 15%, I can literally hold it till it eventually gets there one day. But then you're losing out on the time value of money, right? To make more money with that money. All right, so we're slowly grinding up. I haven't really had anything for me to consider. It's 10:21 now, 10:22. We are making our way up to that previous day high. Let's see. No displacement or anything, so it's like, yep. Might just keep going up. Let's see. Let me check the opening range here. 9:30. Where's 10 a.m.? Okay, so that's the high of the opening range. Wrong fib. Let's go to my main. I want to put some deviations here and see. There's some deviations up there. Now, we may continue to slowly grind up, but we have this fair value gap now. So if I were to consider a trade to continue long, and we have previous day high here, we have this 4-hour fair value gap. Because I could see it keep going up, because I have reasons for it to go up there. But it can also at the same time sweep these highs again and displace lower. So if I were to take a trade through some of these, key levels up here, I'd have to move to break even fairly quickly. If I were to take, like, for example, if we came back to this fair value gap, I'd have to go, and I considered it, just speaking in general here, then I'd have to move to break even pretty quickly. Not saying I'm considering it quite yet, but maybe. Just got to see. You got to see if the market wants to stay above this Friday's high. or if it's going to come down and invert this. But look at this, though. Look how perfect this is. I measured out the opening range here. This is the high at 953. This is the low at 934. And look at equilibrium right here, 527.25. And look at this wick right here where we pulled back right there to the midpoint after 10 a.m. And this low, 527.50. So one tick away from the midpoint of this opening range. And then we're going up. It's so precise. Russia is saying we see contradictory statements regarding Iran talks and is continuing to monitor the situation. That's what I mean. Like, you don't know for sure what's going on. All right, we're back into this. We're hitting this fair value gap. I do want to watch and see. I'm not sold yet, but if I do get a confirmation and do decide to enter a trade, I will make sure and move to break even quick. But then again, it could just displace and invert this. So that's what I'm really waiting to see what happens here. And this is not the opening range low. It's just this fib, the way it works. See? Here we go. All right, this is now an inversion. Let's see if we get a Sibby in here. I would not be shorting this yet. Because we have no real market structure for at the moment. Just could just be a pullback. So you gotta be careful of that. Let's pull back right to that opening range, the high of the opening range. That's where I don't want it to bounce from. Like if I was looking to go short, that's why I'm not shorting it yet. Because it could pull right here. Could bounce right off this opening range, the high, and continue up. So I'd really want to see, if I was going to go for a short, I'd want to see this area hold. So pull back here, and then from here, displace lower with a nice fair value gap. Then I'd consider a short. Hitting the high of the opening range. And then if it stalls here, does not displace, and comes back above this area with a fair value gap, that's when I'd go long. Yep. You're looking at the range between 9:30 and 10 a.m. Because you have 9:30 right there. You have 10 a.m. right there. And this is the highest point, and this is the lowest point right there. This 610 is the high of the opening range. This low just went to 610.25 right there. So we'll see if we can displace through it, or if we're going to come up and get above this area right here. That's going to tell me everything I need to know. So it actually, we'll see, but this thing might wait till the 1050 macro. So I'll give it a couple more minutes here, and then I'm going to have to hop off the stream. But basically what like I said, I want to give it a couple more minutes to see if we get up above this, or from here if we're going to displace below this. And I need a fair value gap with that displacement there to continue down. Then I can just target something like this or down here or wherever, depending on where I get in. So we'll see. Or if we come up, like I said, fair value gap. Key area for me right now, this 650 area. Right in here, 640 to 660. But we're back inside Friday's range too, so you got to see that. Back inside this Friday's range. So we could stay inside. We'll see. And this is all really because I'm not necessarily bullish or bearish for the day. I'm pretty neutral, so really waiting. Look how it respected the high of that opening range. And that's why I marked it. Right there. Like I say, if we displace above that, then I'll be looking to go long. Maybe up to this 0.5 deviation. We'll see. See what happens. We have this little guy, this little Bissy here. So I want to see what happens in all this area. What's going to be respected? What's going to hold? Where, if and where is it going to displace? Are we staying inside underneath Friday's high? Who was it? Max? Was that you that said you want to see it go above Friday's high and drop down? Might get it. Might happen. Yep. Might be a good call there. We'll see. Now, like I said, the thing I'm really looking for right now is displacement. So now we made this little swing high. We're respecting this Bissy. So if we displace up, then I'm going to look for a long. And I think we'll keep heading up. However, if we start forming our market structure with the highs up here and then displace lower through this, then that's the way I'd be looking. Ah, okay. All right, now we have a market structure shift. Could be setting up for a 2022 model. See if we get a fair value gap in here. Inversion held for the moment. Reclaimed this one. This is now an inversion. Or are we going to do an immediate rebalance? Would have liked to see a big imbalance in there. We're hitting a 5-minute fair value gap right now, so might watch this here. If we come down. Yeah, I might like this. I might like it. Yeah, I'm going short here. I'm going to go right down to this new week opening gap high, but at 552, see if we can See if we could take it down there. Still in that 5-minute fair value gap, though. I like the way this is structuring out, but yeah, we'll see. Still rejecting at that opening range, the high of that opening range there. We'll see. We'll see. I don't like this candle closure, but I like the way it's kind of shaping out. Hopefully it doesn't keep rejecting at this high of the opening range. That's the only thing I don't like. I'll feel better if we can come back down below that, inside that opening range again. I thought we were about to. I got that confirmation. Yeah, I got that confirmation underneath it, but it just struggling. And I don't want to see it come back above this area. That's where my stop's at 645 there. Come on, displace inside that opening range. That's all I'm asking for. It's all I want, NQ. Displace inside that opening range, and I'll feel a little better. It's really hung up on this 5-minute fair value gap. I thought we were about to just go through it, but we'll see. We shall see. It's better not wait until 10:50. Yeah, I don't like the way it's hung up on this opening range, the high of it. Really don't want to see it go above this swing high. It can, but I don't want to see that happen. Man, this opening range high, I thought we were going to displace through it. I want to see an immediate rebalance right here. I don't want to see a Bissy form there. So I got 45 seconds to come down and rebalance that. There we go. Thank you. Now let's go ahead and displace. Here we go. Huh? Are we going to? What are we doing, NQ? Look at the bodies. The bodies tell the story and the wicks do the damage. Come on. It's just hung up on that 5-minute fair value gap there. It won't displace. It's faking me out. It's like, yeah, I'm going to go. No, I'm not. Just need one displacement. Get through these lows. I need a closure inside this. I need to come down and close. Come down and close inside there. Now we're trying. It dipped right into the discount of last week's range. Don't pop up on me now. Stay underneath it. That's what I was considering moving to break even once it crossed the midpoint of last week's range, but I didn't want it to come back up and knock me out at even. So I'm just like letting my risk stay. But I don't like the way this is doing now. So we'll see. We'll see. Just hanging in there for now. Still didn't displace underneath that opening range. No displacement still. That's not good. That is not good. I don't know that we go down anymore. We're just going back above that opening range high. I mean, I'm just going to stick with it and see, but yeah, it's looking a little yeah. Looking a little indecisive here. If we get above this swing, yeah, we're going up. That's not going to work out. Dang it. Oh, well. Oh, well. Make sure I'm flat. Come on, get flat. It's flat. It's just this stupid Ninja Trader lag. I hate it. It was a kind of ugly day. Like, I'd have probably been better off just not even trading it but come on. I hate this stupid glitch. I know the trade is closed. I just hate it looking like a trade is open. Oh my God. Come on. There we go. Finally. Jeez. All right. Well, that's all for me. I'm past my time anyways. So, yeah, it might. I don't know. It's still in this area that I don't like. Right here, like, look at all the wicks and the bodies. I mean, it was telling me it doesn't want to go. It was failing to displace inside that opening range. But I figured, let me just hold on to it and see what happens. So, anyways, all good. I'll be back tomorrow, y'all. I got to hop off. So, have a good rest of your day. And as always, trade well, everybody. Take care.